You ever been
Uh,
to a funeral?
yes,
Did you ever see an open casket?
yes.
What's your thoughts on an open casket body? I'm just going.
My thoughts on the open casket body.
What's
I,
What was
it's
it like for you to see like somebody at a viewing or like a service?
just whenever I see like people that I knew that passed away open casket, it just seems so. It feels blank, bro. To be honest, because I really don't know how to take it. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever I see my great grandmother, like that was like the last funeral that I went to.
Right.
Like it just almost seemed like if it wasn't her, like it just seemed so okay.
Fake.
It seemed very fake. It was just like their skin don't feel the same. It's just like
They don't even look.
they look like them. They don't look like them at all. Like she didn't look nothing like that. She looked different, and I get it. Like you know what I'm saying. Like but that's not who I really looked at. Like I was once. It's crazy when I think about it. Really.
You don't want to remember. I mean, of course, you don't remember them for what they look like there. You always remember them for how they were.
But I'm not gonna lie, like they did their thing with my great grandmother, like
They
my
make them look
cousin.
really pretty, huh?
Yeah, like she was so beautiful. Like I do remember that. Like she had her hair done. She had like long hair, and yeah, bro. Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I remember my grandmother too. That was my first time going to a funeral and like seeing her, bro. It was like trippy. It was like I wanted to literally be like, wake up, cause it looked like they just sleep, right?
yeah. She looked like she was sleeping,
and just like I did. I remember like I was like crying, dude, like wake up. But it was just like the trippiest thing, fool. I was thinking about it today. That's why I asked you that. But like they look good, but they just don't look
good because they look. My grandmother, she looked like she lost her color for sure. Like you know what I'm saying. Her skin was like kind of grayed out. Like she kind of didn't look.
You lose all that blood, all that color,
all that color. Yeah, that life is just gone. You know what I mean? And I mean it really didn't. I mean I don't really look at it. I don't know. Like that's crazy. But yeah, that's crazy.
No, I didn't want to like bring up nothing like bad or nothing like that.
No, absolutely. No, like when I look at that, man, when I see my great grandmother, bro, like it was like she was always in a lot of pain. Like she had diabetes for like many years, bro. And she was going through like a lot of pain and stuff like that. I think they cut her toes off or something like a couple years after she passed. But yeah, man, I just feel like she was just going through it, bro, and then she was like finally at rest. She looked beautiful.
So you find solitude in like.
Yeah, she was beautiful. She looked very beautiful. Like my cousin did a very good job doing her hair and her makeup and stuff like that. So, I mean, she lived a good life, and
life?
She was 76, or 74, she was like 74, 76, but her death really opened my mind to how important like family is. Cause like when her passing away, I mean I'm not gonna discredit like anybody else that I knew that passed away, but she was like the first person that I knew that I actually lived with at a point in time. You know what I mean? And so that it kind of hit a little different, bro. Cause I'm blessed enough to really just like most people that I do know, like for a very long time, they're still here, and they're gonna be here for a very long time if God willing. But yeah, bro, that was like my first time like seeing somebody that's been around. Like she was like a stamp in our family. You know what I mean? Like whenever we go to Christmas or Thanksgiving, it's at her house, you know, like it's at her house. Yeah, she's there. She's like, it's her house. And it was weird, bro. But even with her death, like our family has gotten a lot closer. It's because and I feel like most families are that way. Like a lot of families don't celebrate Christmas like they used to, or celebrate holidays
not at all.
At granny house type. You know what I'm saying? Like let's go to somebody's house and we gonna celebrate.
Yep.
I feel like that's a universal problem, bro. Like social media really just. I remember everybody. So social media, everybody's on that. and they rather indulge in the virtual world than the real world. You know what I'm saying? Like when Christmas came through, whether you lived in Fort Worth or not, you coming to Fort Worth to go to Granny house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like people don't do that now.
Right.
People nowadays people hop on that video call and be like, yo, I'm finna FaceTime you or whatever it is, and I'm gonna tell you Christmas rather than actually being there in person.
It's crazy. You right, bro. That's where we went to every holiday, Thanksgiving, Christmas. You go to Granny's house, and everybody went, regardless if y'all were beefing or not. Everybody went. And we all chipped in. We all brought something. She cooked. We play games, spades, Yahtzee, dominoes. Kids would run around, and I miss that. I do, because I think after she passed, for me, things just wasn't the same again. And like I think it kind of split my family up, to be real. That was the only thing that really like kind of kept us.
She was the glue.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and once I lost her, you know, because she helped raise me, bro. Like I lived there, you know, when we first moved out here. Yeah, you know, and just babysitting us while my parents went to work.
Yeah.
I went back after she passed away, and the house just felt so like empty, fool. It's just different. You know, your grandparents make anybody, if they don't live there no more, if somebody passed away, they make that. They brought that vibe to that house. They brought the life to that house. So when I went there, it was just like completely off, bro.
So my thing is, what we're gonna have to do, or anybody that's watching this video, I don't have kids, but eventually I do want to have kids. But what we gotta do, even as an uncle, you know what I'm saying? Like what we gotta do is keep the family vibe still alive, bro. Like eventually we're gonna get old, bro, and we're gonna be the new grandparents. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So don't let your grandmother's death go in vain, bro. Keep it going, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be the new glue. Your wife gotta be the new glue to the family, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta step up as we're getting older, bro. Like the responsibility is
making
now
people come together.
Absolutely. The responsibility is now on us, bro. And if we don't do it, then we're gonna be the reasons why this family falls apart, bro. Our last name means something, bro. And we gotta act like it does mean something, bro.
And it's funny you say that, because I remember, like, even when we didn't want to get together, we still did anyway, because of, I guess, tradition. But like that's just what you did.
Like what you do. Like, you know, like, man, what y'all been on? I know that you coming to Thanksgiving, you coming to Granny house for Christmas. Oh yeah, y'all is. I see you there. Oh well, I'm gonna go to Easter and I'm gonna get the most eggs.
That's it.
I'm gonna get the money eggs.
And it might be the only time you see each other
for that whole year.
Yeah, the holiday.
Now you go years not seeing people, bro, and it's crazy.
I am so distanced away from a lot of my family, bro, and it's really just my immediate family that I'm with now. Like, I only really have, like, I got cousins in Louisiana. I got a couple cousins here. I got cousins overseas, of course, and like I don't really have a connection like that no more. And like my cousin Shaundi, man, like we grew up together and like we were best friends. Like my sister, fool, and like we got older. Like you live your own life, and we just kind of like parted ways. And I love her, she loved me, but it's crazy just how
everything's so busy with their own life. Everybody's so busy. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying, like, when we were talking about, you know, like the government having like a agenda to where they took our time away. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you had more time in the world, bro, if you didn't have to work like over 40 hours or 40 hours a week, bro, then you would have time to, you know what I'm saying, to see what you doing. It's like, if you work 9 hours out of the day, 8 hours out of the day, you know what I'm saying, you'll be lucky to watch a movie that's 2 hours.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got a family you got to attend to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, like, you know what I'm saying, one person can work 30 hours, bro, and you'll be okay. But everything is so expensive nowadays, bro. And the thing is, like, nowadays, even 40 hours damn near ain't enough.
Yeah.
Now they got the woman working now.
Yeah.
And just to still struggle.
Right. And I heard something about, I don't know who said it. I was watching a video, but it was like a voiceover, and he was talking about, like, nowadays men can't do both. You can't be there for your family and provide, like, you can't be there for them and make them happy physically in the home whilst going out and making money to be able to provide. You can't. But if you really want to do one, like, extremely well. Like I can't go out.
You gotta sacrifice one.
You gotta sacrifice one. Exactly. You gotta
sacrifice one.
I'm not gonna be around as much in order to do what? To be able to make this money for you to have a good life. But I won't be able to go out and get this money, have a good life, and I'm just always home chilling with you. And eventually you're gonna get tired of it not having no money. You're gonna get tired of having that same beater. You're gonna get tired of, you know what I mean? So it's like it's hard. Like it's not nowadays it's like everything revolves around that, and that's where families become split. At least in the home, right? Like at least in like as far as like your own personal family. Like I have to, like this week I've been working overtime. Like I work like 10 hours overtime. Even that to my wife was just like, no, you don't need to. Like she was all down for it until I did it, and it was like 2 hours a day, bro. You know what I mean? You're not you don't even come home from work until yeah. You know what I mean? You might miss me for like an hour, but to her that's like everything, you know. And it beats her up, but I did it because I knew that it was a benefit. Like when I get this check next week, you gonna have your makeup bill paid off. You know what I'm saying? Next week, you go get your nails done. Next week, we'll go out to have a nice dinner date. It was a sacrifice, like you say, but yeah, man, it's nowadays it's hard to have that balance. So that's why, like you say, it's important to, as young men like ourselves, approaching becoming like I guess not middle age, but shoot, I'm finna be 30 in a few years. You know what I mean? Like
me
it's
too.
It's our job.
So it's like we are middle aged, bro.
Yeah.
We're right in the middle.
I didn't want to say that, but
well, we ain't young. No, we not young, but we not old. So it's like we're right in the middle.
Right in the middle, you know. And it's our job as that coming up middle aged man and
keeping a family together, bro.